But Trump also issued a warning to Musk, saying he will face very serious consequences if he funds Democratic candidates to run against Republicans that vote in favor of the budget bill.
Elon Musk, it's time to tell you everything about Donald Trump or Graph One. The beginning of the feudings, Elon Musk and Donald Trump seemed to be on the same side. They both stood for bold change, shaking up the system and fighting against traditional rules. In 2016 and beyond, Musk praised Trump's focus on American manufacturing, and Trump saw Musk as a genius entrepreneur who could help America win again. But as the years went on, things began to shift. By 2025, their relationship had turned cold and public. Musk began to speak out against Trump's policies, calling his new economic plan, the One Big Beautiful Bill, a disaster. He said it would hurt the electric vehicle industry and blow up the national budget. This wasn't a small disagreement. It was the beginning of a very public fight that would pull in political leaders, media, and Musk's millions of followers. Paragraph 2. The public clash and social media firestorm. Elon Musk didn't stop at a press statement. He used his own platform, X formerly Twitter, to speak even louder. In a bold post, he wrote, "Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Such ingratitude." This set social media on fire. Musk was making it clear that he believed his platform helped Trump reach voters when other tech companies shut him out. But it didn't end there. Musk reposted comments about Trump being involved in the Jeffrey Epstein case. He even answered yes when asked if Trump should be impeached. These actions shocked many people and made it clear that Musk was no longer just criticizing Trump's ideas. He was taking aim at Trump's image, legacy, and power. The once close connection between the two men was broken, and everyone could see it. Paragraph 3. Trump's retaliation and the threat to Musk and Pyrenol. Trump is now someone who stays quiet when attacked. According to sources, he was angry and upset. In private White House meetings, he reportedly called Musk ungrateful and accused him of turning against the man who had helped his companies win big contracts. Trump was said to be planning revenge. He considered pulling government funding from Tesla and ending SpaceX's deals with NASA. These weren't small threats. SpaceX plays a major role in American space missions, and Tesla depends on government support for clean energy efforts. If Trump followed through, it could damage Musk's companies. The tension had now moved beyond words and tweets. It had turned into a dangerous power struggle between two of the most influential figures in the world. Paragraph 4. Musk's strategic and sarcastic response. Elon Musk didn't respond with fear. Instead, he used his usual mix of sarcasm and showmanship. In a live-stream Q&A, he joked about focusing on Mars instead of working with NASA. He said, "If the government won't honor our efforts, maybe it's time we build a colony on Mars." It was clearly a joke, but it also showed his frustration. Musk later said he wasn't giving up on U.S. government partnerships, but the message was clear. He wasn't afraid to challenge power. Musk has always used his voice to shake things up. This time, he was using it to expose what he believed were deep problems in the system, and he was just getting started. Paragraph 5. Musk's theory of weaponized empathy. In the middle of the drama, Elon Musk began speaking about something new, weaponized empathy. He said this was one of the biggest dangers facing the modern world. According to Musk, some political leaders, including Trump, use empathy not to help people, but to control them. He explained that emotional language is being used to silence debate and force people into supporting harmful ideas. Musk said people are now afraid to speak the truth because they don't want to be called mean or hateful. This, he warned, was leading to what he called civilizational suicide. His words were strong, and many people felt shocked, but others agreed, saying Musk was pointing out a real problem, that kindness, when used incorrectly, can become a tool for power. Paragraph 6. The debate around Musk's views on society. Musk's words sparked debate all over the internet. Some people said he was brave for calling out political games and manipulation. Others thought he was being too extreme and feared that he was attacking people who genuinely cared about social issues. Still, Musk didn't back down. He said he wasn't against empathy, but it had to be balanced with logic. He warned that if America kept making emotional decisions, it would become weaker. He also said young people were being taught to feel guilty for being successful or proud of their country. According to Musk, a country that no longer protects its values will soon fall apart, whether you agree with him or not. Musk was shaking up the conversation and asking people to think more deeply. Paragraph 7. Healthcare and immigration. A broken system. Another area Musk talked about was healthcare. He said America's system is falling apart and Trump's policies weren't helping. Musk claimed that hospitals now rely too much on immigrant labor, not because of fairness or diversity, but because it's cheaper. He said young Americans are being pushed away from becoming doctors because it costs too much and takes too long. As a result, medical schools are empty and hospitals are hiring more foreign workers. Musk said this isn't about race. It's about fixing a broken system that doesn't support its own people. He warned that if things don't change soon, the whole system could crash again. Musk was challenging powerful institutions and asking hard questions. Paragraph 8. What this means for America's future. So what does all of this mean? The feud between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is more than just a celebrity fight. It's a battle over the future of the country, how we deal with truth, power, money, and influence. Musk says he isn't picking sides. He just wants people to wake up and see how the system really works. Whether he's talking about healthcare, politics, or social values, his message is the same. Think for yourself, question everything, and don't be afraid to speak the truth. In a world where silence is often the safest choice, Musk is choosing to be loud, bold, and unapologetic. Paragraph 9. Final thoughts and what comes next. Only time will tell what happens next. Will Trump hit back harder? Will Musk's companies face real trouble? Or will this feud lead to bigger conversations about how America is run? One thing is clear, Elon Musk is not staying quiet. He's using his power, his voice, and his platform to challenge one of the most powerful political figures in modern history. And in doing so, he's forcing everyone, from lawmakers to everyday people, to take a closer look at the world around them. In Musk's words, we can't fix anything if we keep pretending everything is fine. Whether you agree or not, that message is hard to ignore. Thank you for reading. Don't forget to like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Elon Musk. It's time to tell you everything about Donald Trump in recent years. Elon Musk has not only shaken the worlds of technology, space, and finance, but also begun lifting the curtain on how powerful systems in America truly work. Now, as tensions rise between Musk and former President Donald Trump, Musk is speaking out like never before. His words are no longer just about electric cars or space rockets. He's now addressing deep national issues: immigration, healthcare, secret government spending, and the power structures that control everything behind closed doors. This isn't just business anymore. It's personal. And Elon Musk wants the public to know what he's learned. From healthcare overload to government secrecy, this story reveals how one of the world's most powerful men is trying to challenge another, and what it could mean for the rest of us. One of the first topics Musk addressed publicly was the cost and structure of America's healthcare system. Musk argued that relying heavily on foreign-trained doctors and nurses has left the country vulnerable. If you're building a civilization, you have to invest in your own people first, he said. Otherwise, you're just renting talent, and rented talent doesn't stay forever. He raised concerns about states like California, which spend billions of dollars each year on healthcare for undocumented immigrants. What was originally thought to be a $3 billion annual cost is now expected to be close to $9 billion. Musk warned that this number could rise even more, asking, why wouldn't everyone come if it's free? Musk wasn't just criticizing spending, he was worried about quality too. With so many patients and a few doctors, people are waiting weeks to get care. While the wealthy can afford private treatment, regular Americans are left behind. The elite in California are doing fine, Musk said, but your average citizen is not. To fix this, Musk offered a new approach. Instead of depending on immigration alone, he proposed using artificial intelligence to improve how the United States trains healthcare professionals. Musk believes that with the help of AI, the country can train more doctors faster and smarter. Without lowering the quality of education, AI could help in diagnosing patients, organizing hospital data, and even helping with surgeries. A healthcare worker listening to Musk's plan responded by saying, we need more help. There is always full. If AI can help us do that, I say go for it. Musk's goal isn't just to treat more patients, it's to rebuild the system from the ground up. He believes AI can play a critical role in helping hospitals run more efficiently and give better service to everyday Americans. But healthcare isn't the only system Musk wants to reform. In fact, he has introduced a much broader ideal plan to fix how the government operates. He calls this the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. While DOGE is not an official government office, Musk described it as a serious proposal to start up within the government. The goal? To audit federal agencies, track wasteful spending, and make fast decisions without layers of slow-moving bureaucracy. Musk said the government should be run like one of his companies, focused, smart, and transparent. If something is broken, we don't patch it up. He said, we tear it down and rebuild it smarter. Through DOGE, Musk reviewed reports of wasteful government spending. In one case, he said a federal agency spent millions on diversity and equity training, even though it failed to meet basic service goals. In another case, a department hadn't been audited in over 10 years, and its records were filled with errors. Musk called it a quiet disaster. The creation of DOGE stirred up big debates in Washington. Some politicians welcomed the idea, saying it was time for change. Others were worried that Musk was using DOGE to push his personal beliefs and cut funding from programs he didn't like. Critics warned that such cuts could have long-term negative effects, but Musk didn't back down. Every day we wait is another day taxpayers lose, he said. According to one former government advisor, Elon didn't come to make friends. He came to fix what was broken. As Musk's reform ideas became more aggressive, his relationship with Donald Trump began to fall apart. What started as quiet disagreements soon became a public feud. Musk exposed how much of his company's success, Tesla and SpaceX, relied on government contracts and support. Some of these contracts stretched back 20 years. In fact, SpaceX had its first deal with the U.S. Department of Defense as early as 2003. Over time, Musk's companies earned nearly $38 billion in government contracts. But now, with Trump threatening to cut all those ties, the risks to Musk's businesses are huge. Tesla's stock recently dropped 18% in a single day, its worst drop in 5 years. Before slightly recovering, investors are nervous, fearing that Trump's threats to terminate Elon's subsidies and contracts could destroy major parts of Musk's business empire. The drama isn't just in the boardrooms. Musk's family is now involved, too. Elon Musk's father, Elon Musk, called the feud with Trump a mistake. He told reporters that both Elon and Trump have been under extreme stress for months. Elon warned that the situation was becoming personal and emotional, and that the fallout could affect not just businesses, but entire industries and political landscapes. This isn't just a fight between the billionaires. It's about two very different views of the future. Musk wants faster systems, more technology, and complete transparency. Trump believes in protecting certain traditional institutions and sees Musk's ideas as a threat. This tension is no longer just behind closed doors. It's playing out in public, and people are starting to take sides. The bigger picture is this: Elon Musk is no longer just a tech entrepreneur. He's becoming a political force. His voice now carries weight not only in Silicon Valley, but in Washington, D.C. and around the world. And when he speaks out, whether it's about AI, government reform, or public spending, millions of people listen. But the path he's chosen isn't easy. His ideas challenge deeply rooted systems and powerful people. The backlash is strong, yet Musk keeps pushing forward. His critics say he's moving too fast. His supporters say he's the only one with the courage to challenge the system. Time will tell who's right. But one thing is clear: Elon Musk isn't staying silent. And in this growing conflict between him and Donald Trump, the future of government, technology, and leadership could change forever. Now, the world watches closely. Will Musk's vision reshape America's systems, or will Trump's power push back even harder? As their fight continues, one thing is certain: the outcome won't just affect them. It will shape the lives of millions of Americans for years to come. And the next chapter is already being written. Elon Musk versus Donald Trump, the silent war that could change everything in a world where power and influence drive both politics and technology. The conflict between Elon Musk and Donald Trump has become more than just a public disagreement. It has grown into a deep and personal feud with consequences that could shake governments, markets, and the future of technology itself. While both men have previously shared mutual respect and overlapping audiences, their relationship has soured. According to sources close to Elon Musk, the tension became so intense that even Musk's father, Elon Musk, stepped in to encourage peace. Make sure this fizzles out, Elon reportedly told his son, underlining the emotional and personal Cost of the battle. The growing rift isn't just about ego, it reflects a dangerous mix of political pressure, business risk, and the future of freedom of speech in the digital age. Much of the feud began after Elon Musk bought Twitter in 2022 for $44 billion. Musk's plan for Twitter, now renamed X, was revolutionary. He wanted to make it a true platform for free speech, where all opinions could be shared without fear of censorship. Musk believed that previous Twitter rules and algorithms had unfairly silenced conservative voices. Under his leadership, banned accounts were brought back, moderation rules were loosened, and new systems were put in place to give more people a voice. But this bold move also brought new problems. Musk's push for free speech created tension with politicians, including Donald Trump, who once depended heavily on Twitter for direct communication with the public. Trump had previously been banned from Twitter, and though Musk reinstated him, the relationship between the two began to crack behind the scenes. Trump viewed Musk's growing power and independence as a threat, especially as Musk's influence began spreading beyond technology. Trump's anger became more public when he started calling for an end to government funding that supported Musk's many projects. This was more than a political jab, it was a serious threat. Elon Musk's businesses, including SpaceX and Tesla, rely heavily on government contracts and subsidies. Without that support, Musk could be forced to sell or shrink parts of his empire. For instance, SpaceX plays a major role in America's space program, including launching astronauts and handling military satellite operations. Losing those contracts would not only damage Musk financially, it could harm America's space efforts and hand the advantage to other countries like China or Russia. In this battle, the stakes are much bigger than social media or politics. They involve national security and scientific progress. At the same time, Elon Musk has been working on other high-tech projects with long-term goals. Neuralink, for example, is a company that wants to connect the human brain directly to computers, with the hope of curing brain diseases and improving thinking abilities. Then there's Shy, a company focused on building safe and smart artificial intelligence that helps humanity instead of hurting it. Musk has also spoken about his dream of sending people to Mars and creating a human settlement there. This bold mission, led by SpaceX, depends heavily on cooperation with NASA and funding from the government. These projects show Musk's deep ambition, but they also reveal how much he needs political support to succeed. When Trump attacks those connections, it threatens the very foundation of these futuristic dreams. Investors are starting to worry, too. Tesla, Musk's electric car company, has seen profits decline as new competitors enter the market. Meanwhile, some shareholders believe Musk is spending too much time fighting political battles instead of focusing on business. His attention is split between Twitter, X, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and now public arguments with a former U.S. president. This has caused uncertainty, and when investors feel uncertain, they pull back. Some experts say Musk's bold and confrontational style may hurt his companies more than help them. Others argue that he is standing up for important principles, especially free speech and innovation. But either way, the pressure is growing, and the consequences are becoming harder to ignore. Why is Elon Musk choosing to speak out now? Some believe he's simply had enough for a long time. He stayed mostly quiet, focusing on building things and solving problems. But the threats from Trump, both personal and political, have pushed him to the edge. People close to Musk say he's tired of being attacked while trying to protect free speech and innovation. They say he's not trying to cause more drama, he's trying to defend what he believes in. Still, critics argue that Musk is also playing the media game, using the spotlight to strengthen his image and influence. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear: when Elon Musk speaks, the world listens, and now the world is waiting to see what happens next in this high-stakes conflict. The personal nature of the feud adds even more heat to the fire. Reports suggest that behind closed doors, both Musk and Trump feel deeply hurt and betrayed. Trump, once praised by Musk for his policies, now sees Musk as disloyal. Musk, who once respected Trump's outsider status and strength, now views him as a threat to everything he's built. Friends and family are reportedly urging both men to end the battle before it causes permanent damage, but their personalities, both proud, stubborn, and driven, make peace difficult. In many ways, the Musk-Trump conflict reflects a deeper divide in American life, between old politics and new technology, between traditional power and rising innovation, between control and freedom. So, what does all this mean for the future? If Trump continues to push against Musk, the impact could be huge. Government projects may suffer. New technologies may be delayed. Investors might panic. And ordinary people who rely on platforms like Twitter, X could lose a space for open discussion. On the other hand, if Musk stands his ground and succeeds, he might reshape the balance of power in America, showing that big tech leaders can influence the future just as much as politicians. It's a risky game, and both men have a lot to lose. But Elon Musk has always been willing to take big risks for big ideas die in the end. The question is simple. Is Elon Musk exposing the truth about Donald Trump, or just fueling a dangerous fight? Some people believe he's brave for standing up to power. Others think he's letting his ego get in the way. The answer may not be clear yet, but one thing is certain. The clash between Musk and Trump isn't just personal. It's symbolic of the battle shaping our world today, and as it continues to unfold, everyone, governments, businesses, and ordinary citizens will feel its effects. So, what do you think? Is Elon Musk doing the right thing? Or is this fight taking us in the wrong direction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more insights into the stories that are shaping our future.